Hello Business 342 class. Today we'll be covering a case that is against Dow Chemical Co. Versus the United States, and we'll cover this really quickly. This is a very short case, so this is a case about the Fourth Amendment and regarding intrusion. So what happens, let's get into the issue. So Dow is a very big company, and they have a chemical plant. They're known for chemicals, so and chemicals need to be regulated. So that's where the EPA comes in. EPA is the Environmental Protection Agency. So it's not a competitor. It's more like a regulatory thing, and that is very secure. From land, you really can't go in because they have security. You really have to ask for permission before you go in. Not just anyone can come in. But from the air, Dow's secrets can be easily seen because from the air they have no protection. On the ground, they regulate a lot of things. On air, anything that flies over, they look at it with scrutiny, and they see what's authorized, what's not authorized. So the EPA asks to look at Dow's operations, and Dow says no. Dow denies them the opportunity to do that. And what happens is the EPA decides to take a low flying aerial device and take some photos of Dow's plant from the air. And once Dow hears about this, Dow complains saying, "Hey, this is against surveillance rules according to the Fourth Amendment right in the U.S. So you gotta have a warrant before you do this. If you don't have a warrant, you can't put any kind of surveillance over." So what happened here is the district court agrees with Dow, and then provided an injunction saying, "Stop this, EPA, don't do this anymore, stop it right now." And then the Court of Appeals reverses this, and then Dow says, "No, we'll appeal." And then the judicial opinion states that the Fourth Amendment applies to competitors, but this is a government agency. They don't seek to compete, they just seek to regulate. Therefore, the Fourth Amendment does not apply, especially to commercial things. If it was private, it's a different thing, and they need to see it. They need to see if everything is, all the procedures is in accordance with what the EPA requires. It's a compliance thing. It's not they're not trying to copy trade secrets or something to compete with Dow. Therefore, it should be allowed. However, the dissenting opinion right here is that if this is not against the Fourth Amendment, then what is? If aerials start flying over your home, the government can start monitoring everything, can start monitoring your commercial property, and then this raises a question: if at what point in time does your privacy get invaded? Like Dow said no. They said a very clear no, but the EPA decided to proceed, and the EPA is a government agency. The court says that this is not a Fourth Amendment search, like a search. The reason is because they didn't use the best technology available. If they really wanted to search, they would have used the best technology available, and there was no physical trespass. However, trespass over air, at least in my opinion, is still trespass, and they should have sought ways of doing this better. Because Dow made sure that it had ground security. If you have ground security, and if you're clearly trying to avoid it by flying over and taking pictures, in my opinion, that's clearly wrong, and that's what the dissenting opinion says. So yeah, that's my take on this. Thank you.